Welcome back to rTech. Today we're going to review the Honeywell Air Touch air purifier. Our cities are getting more and more polluted. Staying indoors is not a solution anymore, as we all think. Add to that, there are already existent indoor pollutants, things that can be very dangerous. And things get pretty dangerous once you come to know that there are problems inside the house as well. Today we're going to focus on indoor pollution and about a device which we're actually unboxing as we speak, which can help curb some of these toxic elements that we have inside our houses. Some of the common toxic substances that are emitted or already existing inside our homes are substances like formaldehyde, tobacco smoke, dust, and believe it or not, some of these common household items actually emit some of these toxic substances. PM 2.5 and PM 10 are some of the more dangerous elements among these pollutants. They're relatively small and can cause serious problems in our lungs. They're hardly the size of about 1/20th of the human hair, and they're known to have links with asthma, autism, and even cancer. So this is the Honeywell Home Air Purifier. It's called the Air Touch with real-time PM 2.5 display. So this air purifier can remove 99.9% of PM 2.5 particles. It has a filter. All air purifiers work on a filter, and this has 3,000 hours of filter life, and it runs on a patented high-sieve filter which is made by Honeywell. It's got a nice touch panel. It has a nice sounding feedback whenever you touch one of these touch controls. The filter is actually known to remove pollen, bacteria, most of the toxic gases, and including some of the molds which you might have indoors. This comes with a 3-filter system, has a washable pre-filter. The patented HEPA and high-sieve filters actually remove most of the smaller particles that are roaming around inside your indoor air, and this is the core element of the unit. Some of the other things about this filter before we get it open is that it has 3 fan modes. It's got an auto mode, hardly consumes about 4 watts of power. And what makes this unit unique is that it's got a built-in PM 2.5 indicator along with an air quality index indicator which has a circular display. So in the box, as soon as you open it, you get a nice little manual, and you also get a warranty card in a nice envelope which is tagged Honeywell on it all over. So that's the warranty card, and it's also got a quality seal, a small card which actually fell down, but it just says it was quality checked. Yeah, that's it. So once you open that, there's the filter. Again, there's so much of plastic, and the filter is just covered in at least 5 to 6 layers of plastic as well as cardboard. So that's good. So that's the unit. It's quite a big unit actually. It stands at least about 1.5 feet. It's pretty light. It's made of plastic, and it's got this beautiful champagne gold finish. That's the display unit. It's got a protective layer on that as well. Remove that off, and let's have a look at some of the other elements. So this requires a little bit of assembly. So as soon as you have this installed in your house, you'll have to kind of remove some of these tapes and open up the air filter straight away. It's very simple. Anybody can do that. So it just comes off a nick of a button. You straight away see that the filters are visible. The first one is a pre-filter. It's pretty hard to take it off the first time, right? That's the pre-filter. And at the back, you would see that there's another high-sieve filter, which is actually the patented filter, and that's actually covered in plastic. So you've got to remove that before you start using the filter. The unit is so light, you just feel that it's a big big chunk of plastic which is comprising this filter. It doesn't feel like it's got any metal elements in it. Okay, this is the high sieve filter, a patented filter which is two filters merged together. So that's the high sieve compound filter, and this is probably the charcoal filter, which is going to help you remove some of those toxic fumes. Okay, let me show you a better look. Okay, this is the paper filter, element filter, which is going to remove most of the PM2 materials. It's similar to the car AC filter, and this is the unique filter which they have. It's actually got charcoal in a nice mesh there, along with some white substances, and they're actually fused to make it look like one filter. So 3000 hours is the life of the filter, and the charcoal actually moves. It's not filled up, but yeah. And that's the fan unit, which you can see once you remove the filter. It pulls in air through these filters. Let me go ahead and put this back. It's so simple, it just snaps in. That's the power unit cord. That's just a 2-pin plug. On the side you have another small little opening there, and this is actually the laser, what they call the laser air sensor. It's got a very powerful laser in it, and it can actually detect all these particles. All the sensors are actually inside that unit, and they've got a nice carry handle as well at the back. So if you actually look carefully, you can see that it consumes about 43 watts of power on full air delivery. Not bad. You can't use it as a fan though, because the air is actually blowing upwards. Okay, and I like this side profile. It's got this nice vent. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and fix the filters back. Just make sure it sits neatly. And the cover slips in quite easily as well. It feels as if there's a magnet in it, and I just had to put it in place, and it snaps into the main unit. That's it. So let's power this thing on and let's find out what it can do. Okay, there's a small buzz, and it actually straight away runs on the automatic mode, where the fan actually runs a little faster, kind of analyzing the air. Like I told you, this has got a PM2 meter built in the middle, and these things are expensive to buy as a standalone unit. So this comes with one of the PM2.5 indicators, and the circular ring is actually a colored LED indicator. So based on the air quality, it's going to change its colors. So blue signifies relatively good air quality, and 62 is the amount of particles which it's detecting in the air. So along with that, you also see other buttons. You have a sleep mode, wherein when you click on that, it's actually going to put it to sleep, but the fan will still work at very slow speeds. So that's not going to disturb you with any kind of lights. And it's also got a function where you can switch off all the lights if in case it's hindering your sleep, or you don't want any unwanted attention. You can do that. There's a filter change indicator on the right as well. It's got a child lock mode as well. And like I said, the fan modes can be adjusted, and that's as simple as it gets. There's nothing else complicated in this. So I don't know how safe 62 reading on a air filter like this is going to be. So hoping that it falls as we use it. So I'm just going to run it for some time. Okay, just to show you the airflow. There's air blowing out of this from the top of the unit. So yeah, just to show you that that's where the air actually blows out from. Okay, like I said, if you have a blue ring, that means you have good air quality. If it's yellow or orange, it's medium, and if it's red, it's going to be poor air quality. So just keep that in mind. So overall, this unit costs about 19,500, and Amazon had a deal where they just gave it off for about 16,500. I picked it up because these are some of the most important devices these days in the homes, because the pollution levels are actually increasing, and I'm sure nevertheless in the future each and every one of us might have to start investing in devices like this, even though you don't really think that's important. This can go a long way. You're going to spend about 90% of your time indoors. You have cleaner air, that's really going to help you breathe better, your kids breathe better. So that's my short review on the Honeywell i8 Touch, Air Touch Air Purifier. Please leave your comments, like the video if you like it. If you don't like it, just hit the dislike button. Please do subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.